well, our good friend Ken Lavakova, right? Both of us. He tells that story really, really well. But just for people who don't know, why did an asteroid extinguish a whole population? What is it that happened?
Yeah, so some of the latest thinking on this is that this asteroid impacted, and it impacted just north of the Yucatan of Mexico in a place called Chicxulub. And this is so interesting. It impacted in the ocean and then hit into the bedrock and limestone. And that impact was so big and so large that it created a fireball, and it changed the conditions on Earth so fast and so vastly that life on Earth, a lot of it didn't survive. And that includes the dinosaurs. And there's many different ideas, but it's thought that life, including dinosaurs, probably blinked out pretty fast after that impact, a matter of days or weeks. Which before we thought maybe it took a lot longer, but we don't think so anymore. And that's really pretty incredible to think about those animals, huge T-Rex, all of these animals on there blinking out just in the matter of weeks. But again, there was life that survived. And really, that's what's fascinating to me, is to think of what were the adaptations or where were they living that allowed some of these animals to persist, and then, really rebound and then diversify again. And, because of the extinction of the dinosaurs, it allowed for animals like us to be able to then move in and adapt and flourish. So had the dinosaurs persisted, perhaps human beings wouldn't be here, which, if you think about that, is pretty incredible.
Yeah, every day is a glad to be here day, right? That's how I think about it. And we take for granted just the air we breathe, at least I do, right? And how precious this ecosystem is. And I know that you know it much more. I mean, that's part of your essence, right? And I think, and you're trying to get the whole world aware of how precious this is. I just think, when I was flying jets and I get to see the curvature of the earth, that's when the awe hits you, right? And you go, whoa, that thin veil that is we call the atmosphere, is all this protecting us from death and space? And an asteroid. I mean, they make movies about asteroids hitting the planet, but it actually happened,
It actually happened.
And that's crazy. Yeah.
And it can happen again.
Yeah,
it can happen again. And that's really one of the interesting things to contemplate as, we look out onto, going to the moon and going to Mars and trying to expand our ability to survive by going to other planets. This is our one place, this is our one home. But we could have another asteroid impact. It could happen. There's no guarantees for anything. And I think that, you talked about that very thin veil of the atmosphere. It's like the orange peel of our planet. It's so seemingly insignificant, yet it's our life support system. And the ocean is that as well. The ocean acts as, the lungs of our planet. And that's where we get most of our oxygen. It's not the rainforests give us a lot, but the ocean really is giving us 3 out of every 5 breaths that comes from little plants in the ocean.